Hopefully it's working. And make sure. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Make sure the live is up. Make sure. All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Rakach, Chodash, the ones of the apostles, the ones of the elders, the great millstone, rule well and touch his truth. Much respect to you brothers out there, preach his word in truth and sincerity. Throughout the four corners of earth, tabernacle, David, for elect and the speckled bird, and I say shalom. As you see from the title, just because you fell out or you have no belief in this truth anymore, doesn't make you exempt from the judgment of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? Because lately, what's been going on, you've been having a lot of our people fall out of this walk, man. I am no longer a Hebrew Israelite. I'm no longer in the truth, right? I was blinded. Well, you got to understand the Lord's only dealing with the elect. Only the elect is going to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and endure to the end, right? And endure to the end, right? So us is continuing in this walk, keep on pushing forward. Pray to the Lord for more faith, more wisdom, more strength, especially in these last days, right? And you fallouts, man, as one of the elders has said, man, that's, just roughly paraphrasing what he said, man, that's making a higher chance for us to get on the chariot, man, right? So I'm gonna get a couple scriptures. Give me 1 second. Make sure. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is 1 John 2 and verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that the anti-Amashiach, right? Because pretty much the anti-Christ, the anti-Amashiach is a person that's against his truth, right? You're not preaching sound doctrine. These Christians, right? They're anti-Amashiach, right? So somebody that's not that doesn't have the true doctrine, you're anti-Mashiach, right? Right? Shall come even now. There are many anti-Mashiachs, right? And many anti-Christ. So this scripture right here is also a cut to them Christians as well, right? Who said, oh, there's going to be an antichrist. He's going to rise up. He's going to be doing all these things. He's going to be flying around, doing all types of stuff. No, you against this truth. You're an anti-Mashiach, right? Everybody, we know that it is the last time. Here's a point. 1 John 2 and verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. If they had been of us, they would have not doubt have continued with us, right? If they were with us, they would have continued with us, right? But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us, you see? So in these last days, it's being made very, very clear. And as we get closer and closer to the MOTB, as we get closer and closer to Jacob's trouble, right? We're seeing the times that we're coming into, man. These people are going to be made manifest that you don't have the truth, man. Right? These people is falling out left and right. And a lot of them, just because they don't believe it anymore, they're thinking that they're good, man. Oh, I'm gonna go back to Christianity, or I'm gonna go back to doing whatever I'm doing, or just don't believe in anything. Well, you have judgment that's coming upon you, man. Right? Whether you believe it or not, there is judgment that is set for you, right? Because it's better, just roughly paraphrasing scripture, it's better as if you didn't have heard of this truth, man, right? I'm going to get Jude 1 and verse 11. Woe unto them, destruction, that have gone in the way of Cain and ran greedily after the era of Balaam, for reward and perished in the gainsayers of the court. Because you even got dudes that's so-called supposed to be within this walk, right? And they took the bag behind the scenes, man. So now they're corrupting the doctrine and not giving you the true name of the Lord, right? There's some of these dudes out here saying that all nations may be saved, right? We can see clear as day, regardless if you bugged out or you took the bag or just both, man, right? These are spots in your feast of charity. When they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear, clouds that are without water, you dry bones, man. You dry, right? Clouds are supposed to have water in them, right? The scriptures speak of ye shall know them by their fruit, right? The fruit that they're bearing is dried up fruit, man. It's right? It's dried up prunes, man. Right? Anyways, getting back to it. Clouds, they are without water, carried about of winds, trees whose fruit wither without fruit. You see that? You ain't bearing no fruit, man. Check this. Here's the point. Twice dead, plucked up by the roots. These niggas, they don't even realize it, that they twice dead, man. Right? It's better that you have not even heard of this truth, man. Right? You twice dead. Right? Hey, that's, man, what the Lord has in store for these dudes, man, it's not pretty. Let's just put it like that. Raging waves of the seas, foaming out of their own shame, wandering stars, to whom reserved to the blackness and darkness forever. You're reserved to destruction, man. All right, that's what you reserved to. And we're praying Yahweh Razah, we of those men. We get it on chariots. We have that protection because we need it, man. We're gonna need it. Esau, he got his super soldiers out here. He got his technology. Man, we're going to need that protection, right? The scriptures speak of in the day of thy power, that people shall be willing, right? They're going to see the men of the Lord with that power, man, and wishing that they took heed or continue in this truth, man. This is Hebrews 3 and verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power, right? If these demons trying to jump on you, and you best believe you got to pray them off for you, man, in the name of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's why it's important to have the name of the Lord, man. You got the IYC and some of these other camps, these Yah Israelites, right? They're not giving you the true name of the Lord, right? The true name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it, right? And is saved, just roughly paraphrasing scripture, right? So, hey, it's very important to have the name of the Lord to pray these demons off you, man. Or, this thought charge comes into your head, and you got to rebuke that, man, in the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, right? But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you harden through the deceitfulness of sin, right? This is why we doing our work, man, right? On highways and byways, doing our sit downs, right? That keeps us occupied in prophecy. That keeps us occupied within doing this work, man, right? For we are made partakers of a Mashiach if we hold the beginning of confidence steadfast unto the end. You see, steadfast unto the end. You got to endure unto the end so you can get that prize, man, right? He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You falling out, you having, brother was talking about it at camp. This brother had a situation with his baby moms, and that situation with him and his kids had it to where he fell out the truth because of that, man. Right? You're supposed to love the Lord, man. That's Sophia, man. Sophia first, and then everything after that. And when you do that, man, not to say that you're going to have an easier time, man, because each brother's test may be different. Some may be similar, but your life is going to be more in order, right? When you put Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua first, right? Let's see where I was at. This is verse 15. Hebrews 3 and verse 15. While it said, today, if we Today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts as a let me see how you say that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look up that word real quick. Let me see. Provocation, right? The action or speak to make someone annoyed or anger, especially deliberately. Let's read that again. While as it said, today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts, as in the provocation, right? For some, when they have heard, did not provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses, but with whom was he grieved 40 years, right? you know, you had our people even back then. They saw all the miracles, man. Check it, Slacky. They saw all the miracles, man. They saw what Moses did. They saw the chariot that was a light by day and night. Just roughly paraphrasing the scriptures. They saw these things. They saw the Lord wash out the Pharaoh, man, and his army. But they still were unbelievers, man. They were still murmurers, right? So it had to where the Lord had them walking around for 40 years, man, to get to get rid of the unbelievers, man, for the next generation to come up, because those niggas had to go, right? And some of those niggas are back here today, right? Let's see. Moses was grieved 40 years. Was it not with them that had sinned who carcass fell in the wilderness? And whom sware he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not. Check this. So that they could not enter in because of unbelief. You see that? So, hey, you're not getting in that chariot, man. It's like it. You're not getting in that chariot, man, if you have unbelief, right? You have any type of doubt, unbelief in your heart, man. You better get that checked, man. Right? There's nothing new under the sun. The Lord had to get rid of that generation, right? They was pretty much walking around in circles for 40 years, man. That's crazy, man. Because you want to murmur, you want to have unbelief, right? So this time the Lord gonna do away with best believe a lot of them is back here today, saying that I'm not an Israelite anymore. I'm not in this truth anymore. I don't believe in this thing anymore. Well, this time your judgment, it's not gonna be pretty, man. Right? It's really not gonna be pretty. This is 2 Ezra 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I put in thy mouth, save the Lord Yahweh Shah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right? The words of the Lord is faithful and true. Right? These breakdowns that we're giving you is faithful and true. So abide by them. Right? And ye shall have rest. Yahweh you of the elect. Right? It's all about the elect. Right? And check this, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity, right? You go into incredulity as unbelief, right? Of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Don't let these people who trouble you, man. Right? Some of them may be friends, family members, right? Some of them may be the people out there on the streets. Some may people that you know. Don't let their unbelief waver you or take you out this truth, man. You want to stand 10 toes deep for the Lord, man. As you read in 2 Ezra now, just roughly paraphrasing, it speaks don't inquire how the wicked is going to be destroyed, but inquire how the righteous is going to be saved, man. Right? That's who you should be inquiring about, because the wicked's judgment is already set, man. It's already set for them to be destroyed. Inquire how to make it out this thing, man. Inquire how to get on that chariot, right? Check this verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. You see that? So, hey, Jake got to get it. Hey, the times that we coming into, you got Trump trying to implement this digital coin, right? We getting closer to the MOTB. Man, this kingdom, hey, that's a sign that this man's kingdom is going down, right? It's going to be destroyed. And Yahweh Razah, you want to get on that chariot, man. Yahweh Razah, you want to see this man's kingdom fall right before your very eyes, man. All right, 2 Ezra 15 verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. Because you got a lot of these dudes. I even remember when I first came up, even a couple years after that, seeing a lot of these dudes and hearing about them, from various parts. They end up falling out the truth. They end up going back smoking weed, doing all types of stuff, man. All types of wickedness. And a lot of times the Lord ends up taking them out. Sometimes the Lord do that, or sometimes you see this man and his countenance, his spirit is gone, man. It's gone, right? Let's see. Let me get back to it. Anyways, man, brother just texted me. He said the IOIC was talking about me. Hold on. Let's see. 4-minute mark. Thought about y'all. Oh, okay. All right, it wasn't about me, but hey. All right, after this lesson, I'll text the brother back. But anyways, getting back to it, Slakia. Right. So yeah, woe to them that sin. I will not, this is 2 Ezra 15 verse 25. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, for the power to foul not my sanctuary. For the Lord Yahweh Shah knoweth all them that sin against him. Therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Right? You're not exempt. You're not exempt, man. Right? He knows what you're doing behind the scenes. Hey, just because you fell out this thing, you are not exempt, man. Right? For all the plagues come upon the earth, whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for power shall not deliver you. You see, the Lord's not going to deliver you because ye have sinned against him. We got a lot of these dudes. They're gonna be like, man, what was the name of the Lord? I have a friend in the world that was like that, man. He came up to me last year. I still know the name of the Lord. I wasn't even coming to him about the truth. We just happened to bump into each other that day. Just hey, what's up? Kept it pushing. I still know. Hey. Make up your choice, man. You either within this truth or not. Right? The Lord ain't, hey, you either hot or cold. The Lord ain't dealing with that lukewarm stuff, man. One toe dipped in the water, man. Nah, man, get out of there, man. Right? Choose which side you're going to be on. Us as men is called to stand 10 toes deep for the Lord. Be soldiers for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see, this is 2 Corinthians 4 verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. All right, Yahweh Razah, we of those men, we faint not. We continue in this walk, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty. Right, because once again, you got a whole bunch of these dudes and supposedly in this truth, man. They putting out folly out there. You had the ISBK the other day, man. Folly, man. Let's just call it what it is. It's folly, man. Trying to do them little army exercise or police exercise, man. It's folly, man. All right? And I would say that there's better ways to train, man. You can work out, get your body right, get your diet right. A lot of those dudes was out of shape, man. And if you're gonna do that type of stuff, right? Do it behind the scenes, but They love that praise of man, so they got to show it out for everybody to see. Not knowing or not knowing, or they do know, they should know and understand the times that we in, that you doing all that will cause the ministry to be blamed. But hey, we know there's going to be some idiots out here, and it's going to happen regardless, right? But anyways, getting back to it, 2 Corinthians 4 verse 2, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of power deceitfully. You see, these dudes are handling the word of the Lord deceitfully. Hey, these pastors, they're handling the word of the Lord deceitfully. Though they may not have the truth, they still handling the word of the Lord deceitfully. That's why as you read Jeremiah 23, woe unto those pastors that destroy my flock, just roughly paraphrase it. Hey, the Lord got something for these dudes, man. Because you got a lot of these people, they fall out this thing, they go back into the world or go back to Christian, they go back to whatever. All right, hey, let's see if your pastor is right, right? We're gonna see who had the truth and who not. All right, that's why, hey, you got a lot of them copying our breakdowns, man, copying the way that we speak, telling you not to go to those dudes while behind the scenes they watching, they taking notes and stuff, man. All right. Anyways, let me see where I was at. But the manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's consciousness in the sight of power. But if our gospel be hid, you check this out. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Right? The Lord doesn't want everybody to get this truth. Right? In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of this glorious gospel of a Mashiach, who is the image of power, should shine unto them. You see that? So the Lord doesn't want everybody to get this truth. But if you do get this truth, man, hey, it's a glorious gospel. It's shining, right? It pulls you up out of that darkness, right? Verse 5, for we preach not of ourselves, right? We not coming out with these breakdowns out of thin air. It's the Lord that's giving us the spirit, giving us the unction to break down these scriptures, man, right? The Lord is dealing with the prophets of the Lord, right? Let's see, but Mashiach, Yahushua, the Lord of ourselves, your servants, for Yahushua's sake, for power who's commended the light to shine out of darkness, have sent in our hearts to give light of knowledge of the glory of power to face of Yahushua Mashiach. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, what excellency of the power may be of power and not of us. Hey, we have this. Hey, this it's a beautiful thing, man. To have this thing, and these dudes, hey, they take advantage of it. Whether they be lukewarm, just fall out this thing, man. Right? This is the most precious thing to have in this earth, man. Right? Revelation 21 verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving, right? Unbelievers, you see that? I don't believe in this thing. I fell out, I was this, I was that. It's a bunch of madness, man. I believe a brother that did a lesson, one of the elders that did a lesson the other day about the woman falling out the truth. She said she was a Pharisee. First and foremost, not all the Pharisees were wicked. And a Pharisee was for a position of a man, right? So you wasn't even doing anything, man. You were just sitting back, just whatever, man. Just madness, with these people. But anyways, getting back to it, but the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers, whoremongers, sorcerers, idolaters, all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. You see that? So you unbelievers, you dudes that have fell out this thing, you are not exempt. Matter of fact, the Lord said he's reserving you unto those nuclear missiles, man. Right? Proverbs 24 and verse 20. For there shall not be no reward to evil men. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. right? Y'all gonna, hey, the wicked is gonna be put out, man. Let's see, John, it's like your 1 John 2 and verse 13. I'll probably get this and close out. I write unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning, the elect, right? The elect have known the Father from the beginning, from the foundation of the earth, man, right? Just back in these lots, man, preaching and prophesying, and we trying to be of that number, man. I write unto you, young man, because ye have overcome the wicked one. I write unto you, little children, because ye have known the Father. So, and we trying to overcome the wicked, man. Continue in this walk, endure hardness as a good soldier, right? These demons try to attack you, and you got to rebuke them, man, right? All these things that come upon you in your day-to-day life, right? Don't allow these things to have you fall out this walk, man. Verse 14, I write unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I write unto you, young man, because ye are strong, and the words of power abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. Yahweh Razah, that be of us, man. Right? Yahweh Razah. But Yahweh Razah is an edifying lesson. Hopefully, you edified. I want to give all praises going on to Yahweh Ba'ashum, Yahushua Ba'ashum, Rakach Wadash, amongst the apostles, amongst the elders, the great millstone, the well touch the truth, and the Bob Ball. Shalom.